Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, today's our topic is the beginner's guide to website development, and our website is blog.hubspot.com. So guys, let's begin. What is website development? Website development is a catch-all term for the work that goes into building a website. This includes everything from markup and coding to scripting, network configuration, and CMS development. While web development typically refers to web markup and coding, website development includes all related development tasks such as client-side scripting, server-side scripting, server and network security configuration, e-commerce development, and content management system CMS development. In this guide, we will cover the basics of web development, the process of creating a website, and additional resources for those who want to learn more about development or become a developer themselves. Keep reading to dive into website development or use the chapter links to jump around the guide. Why is web development important? The internet isn't going anywhere. In fact, it's become a portal and primary method of research, connection, education, and entertainment in the world. As of 2021, there were 4.66 billion global internet users, more than half the world's population. Given the rapidly increasing the number of the internet users, it's no surprise the web development is a rapidly expanding industry. Between now and 2030, the employment of web developers is expected to grow by 13%, much faster than most other technology careers. In the next sections, we will cover the difference between web development and programming, in the basics of web development, and the answers to some common questions. Web development versus web programming. Web development and web programming sounds very similarly, and they are, but there's one very important restriction. Web development refers to the overall process of creating websites or web applications, including the project's design, layout, coding, content creation, and functionality. It involves using a combination of programming languages, tools, and frameworks to bring a website or web application to life. It may also encompass project management activities such as fielding development requests from stakeholders or freelance clients. Web programming, on the other hand, specifically refers to the coding and scripting of a website, whether the front end or back end. It's primarily involves writing code to handle data, process user inputs, and generate dynamic content. A web programmer will rarely, if ever, handle a web development project from end to end. They may build a certain section of a site or troubleshoot bugs. In general, web development encompasses a broader scope. Web developers need to have a holistic understanding of web design, usability, accessibility, as well as coding and programming skills. Web development basics. Now that we have defined web development, let's review some web development basics. First, what is website? Websites are files stored on servers, which are computers that host fancy terms for store files for websites. These servers are connected to a giant network called the internet. Second, what is an IP address? To access a website, you need to know its Internet Protocol IP address. An IP address is a unique string of numbers. Each device has an IP address to distinguish itself from the billions of websites and devices connected via the internet. The IP address from HubSpot is 104.16.249.5. You can find any website IP address by visiting a site like Site 24/7 or by using command prompt on Windows or network utility Tracecore on MacBooks. Third, what does HTTP means? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTTP connects you and your website request to the remote server that houses all website data. It's a set of rules, a protocol that defines how messages should be sent over the internet. It allows you to jump between site pages and websites. When you type a website into your web browser or search for something through a search engine, HTTP provides a framework so that the client, computer, and server end speaks the same language when they make requests and responses to each other over the internet. It's essentially the translator between you and the internet. It reads your website request reads the code sent back from the server and translates it for you in the form of a website. Fourth, what is coding? Coding refers to writing code for servers and applications using programming languages. They are called languages because they include vocabulary and grammatical rules for communicating with computers. They also include special commands, abbreviations, and punctuation that can only be read by devices and programs. All software is written by at least one coding language, but languages vary based on platforms, operating system, and style. All languages fall into one of two categories: front end and back end. Fifth, what does front end mean? Front end or client side is the side of a website or software that you see and interact with as an internet user. When website information is transferred from a server to a browser, front end encoding languages allow the website to function without having to continually communicate with the internet. Front-end code allows users to interact with the website and play videos, expand or minimize images, highlight text, and more. Web developers who work on front-end coding work on client-side development. 6. What does back-end mean? Back-end or server side is the side that you don't see when you use the internet. It's the digital infrastructure, and to non-developers it looks like a bunch of numbers, letters, and symbols. So guys, I hope you all understand the beginner's guide to website development. So guys, we will meet in the next video. Till then, bye. Subscribe my channel.